What's up, friends? Welcome dropping to Dr. Awesome. I am Dr. Awesome, and I know I normally talk about like DSLRs and camcorders and stuff like that, but this time you can talk about something just a little different. Cue the intro and the B-roll. So what does a bunch of environmental B-roll have to do with anything? And I mean, the answer to that is, if you've read the title of this video, you already know that it's not so much about the footage as it's what it was shot on. And I mean, I gotta be honest, this is not something that I tend to do very often. This is not ever my preferred method of shooting, because there's just so many other ways to capture video at this point. But honestly, right now, there are so many people out there who don't have access to cameras or other gear that we're going to talk about shooting video with a cell phone. Alright, so before I start here, I've got to throw it out there that I am going into this with the understanding that you already have like a base knowledge of shooting and filming and things like that, okay? I will link some other videos in the description below just in case you need a refresher, because I'm not really going to go through the actual like methodology and theories of shooting, okay? That being said, I guess the best place to start really is to sort of clarify my position on cell phone filming. In my heart of hearts, I believe that if you want to be a storyteller and you are dedicated to video being your medium, the best camera really is, you know, the camera you have. You don't need some crazy cinema camera or camcorder or, you know, DSLR or mirrorless camera. You just need something that will enable you to capture video. Where cell phone shooters tend to go awry, in my mind, is just the is the forethought part of shooting. There's a certain mentality that goes with just having your camera in your pocket, where I can just I can pull it out whenever I need it. And what that tends to lead to is one of two things: either you don't shoot at all or very little and don't wind up with the footage you need, or two, you don't really plan anything out and you just shoot everything and you wind up with 1,000 clips, only 5 of which are actually useful, and it's just this huge hodgepodge grab bag of who knows what. And so that's tip 1, okay? All of the same rules still apply. You are telling a story, and you have to get clips that tell that story. So tip 1 is shoot with intention, okay? Moving on to tip 2, and in the same vein of all the same rules still applying, that doesn't just mean like methodology and theory, that also means the technical elements of shooting, okay? So, I mean, frame rate, shutter speed, white balance, all of those are still really, really important, and most cell phones, depending on the model, aren't going to come like ready-made to actually deal with those things, and which means you need to download some third-party app that's going to give you that semblance of control. Now, easily the best app on the market is going to be Filmic Pro, but it does cost about $15, so if you don't want to go down that road, I totally understand. There are a number of free options out there. You just need to find something that gives you that ability to hold the reins, okay? Remember, anybody can put a camera on auto and get a good shot sometimes. A professional makes the camera do what they want it to do. Tip 3 may seem, a little obvious, but it's one of those things that gets overlooked a lot when you start shooting with your phone, and that is that you have to treat it like an actual camera. And so that means putting on a stabilizer, whether it's a tripod, one of these stupid GorillaPod things, a gimbal, whatever it is, you need something that makes it look like you intended to get that shot. And if you have access to a microphone, like I got this little mic here that plugs right into my phone, I got it on Amazon for like $20, I'll link it below as well. Like, you just need to take control of everything you can actually take control of. Now, you may not have studios with lights and things like that, but you know what good lighting looks like. You know where to go to get those shots. It's really just applying the same stuff you've been dealing with to a new tool. And what I'm going to leave you with here is editing. And this is where a lot of people get tripped up when it comes to shooting video with their phone. Once I've got this footage, what do I do with it? And there's really two answers to that question. One, you could, of course, edit directly from your phone. Now, there's a whole bunch of different apps out there that allow you to do this. If you're using an iPhone, I mean, iMovie came with your phone. I'm using an app called Power Director. Again, like Filmic Pro, this app is unfortunately not free. It costs like $3 a month for the full version, but there are so many free options out there. You just need to find one that works for you and gives you the control you need to do what you need to do. And the really cool thing about this is you don't need some fancy, like crazy, high-end, brand new phone to do this. I shot, edited, and produced this entire video from my crappy little Motorola. I mean, it's all very accessible right there, and you can do it from your phone. Option 2 is you can, as you always have, edit it on a computer. I mean, all you have to do is take the footage from your phone and put it in Box if you're one of our Longwood students, Google Drive, Dropbox, whatever your preferred file transference method is, and move those files from your phone to a computer. And once they're there, they'll behave just like any other video clip you've ever worked with or shot on any other camera. And really, I guess that's the biggest takeaway that I need you to get here is that you can still film, you can still edit, you can still produce, even if you don't have access to all of the crazy equipment that's here at Longwood. You still have all the tools you need to make this happen. And that's really what this is all about, okay? Just keep applying the same knowledge and just use it in a different way. That's all I've really got for right now. I'm sure there'll be more later, but until then, keep shooting, friends.